Hey y'all, it's Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a good day and happy last day of September. I was live in the DC earlier and I said this there and I'll say it here. How are we already to the last day of September? How is tomorrow October? There's some things in life I'll just never understand, but it is literally almost October. Fall is officially here, so I thought it would be a fun little time to come on and do a little mini fall home tour and just show you guys around a few spaces in my house now that I'm all decked out and done, y'all. I'm done. The only thing I have not done is my front porch, and I'm actually decorating that live tomorrow in my decorating and creating community. So we'll be doing that together. I've got all the things bought and all the things I need. It's just a matter of plopping the pumpkins and doing all the things. So I'm excited for that. But the interior, everything is done. It's ready. I can sit back and enjoy it for a little while until it's time for Christmas, because that'll be here before you know it. Hey, Sheila, thank you for sprinkling. Yes, come on in, share this video if you don't mind. I would love for as many eyeballs to see this as possible. Y'all, we have some new friends on the page. So I feel like I need to start out by saying, hi, I'm Stacy. I'm the owner of Wilshire Collections. I love to create and decorate and do DIYs and go shopping and basically anything and everything related to home. So thank you, Judy, for the stars. Hey, Melissa, if you guys are new here, whether you're watching live or on the replay, please say newbie so we can welcome you all. I told the DC earlier, you guys, I've had a couple videos lately that have kind of taken off, but my disco ball, actually, if you're from the disco ball video, please say disco newbie. I'm going to need to know, because my little reel that I did from Hobby Lobby about the disco ball ornament pick thing, or not ornaments, but disco ball picks, has gone what I consider viral. The last time I looked, first thing this morning, it was at 1.8 million views, reach, whatever. That's a lot for my page. And the page over the past 3 weeks or so has grown by like 12,000 followers, which is not normal for my page. You're from the disco? Woo! Michelle's a disco newbie. You guys, like, hey, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Was not expecting, you just never know what kind of video is going to take off and what kind doesn't. Never thought that one would take off the way it did. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you guys are going to try the disco balls and your disco things in your tree. I'm going to try them I've already done them before. I just never have done the pick in my tree. Anyways, I'm very excited, but there are so many new faces here that it's just kind of crazy. So anyways, I thought it would be a good time to just come on, say hello, show you around the house, but sprinkle this video so we can reach as many people as possible to let them know I'm live, because y'all know how Facebook be, and I don't always tell people that I'm live. Anywho, so this is how, hey again, Angela, this is how this is going to go. I'm just going to flip the camera around here in a second. I'm just going to take y'all around and kind of show you some things or whatever. I will tell you guys where some stuff is from, but honestly, a lot of things are either I've had them for years, I can't link them anymore. They're from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods where I can't really link, but I'll just, try to answer questions as I can, but it's really just more to show y'all around, give you ideas, inspiration, and all the things. Hey, Rosie and Carol. And then also to let you guys know that today is the last day, as in tonight, midnight, it ends, the last day to sign up for the DC, which is my private VIP group, the decorating and creating community. Call them my DC fam for short. We have welcomed over 100 new ladies to the DC, and I'm so thrilled to have all of them. If you still want to get in, you can before midnight tonight. Kelly will be on in a minute. She's going to pin the link for you, or you can comment DC fam and it'll send you the link. You can use there's a coupon code. You would never show your messy home on Facebook. Well, my home's not messy. It's clean right now. I probably wouldn't show my messy home on Facebook if it was messy, but I did clean. We actually hosted our small group last night, so we cleaned for that. And so then it's still clean for now. So the parts that I'm showing you at least are clean. but this is part of my job. So that's what I do here. And it's also a no judgment zone. So hopefully nobody on here gonna be judgy McJudy, because it's a judge-free zone, right? But anyways, okay, Kelly just put the link there for you guys so y'all can go check it out. You can get in before midnight tonight. You can take $5 off your first month. Tomorrow I'll be live in that group decorating my front porch for fall, and we have a fun full schedule in there. Each week in the DC, I am live doing doing some kind of live. So whether that's a decorating live, so a lot of the things that I'm going to show you, we actually decorated live in the DC, and we do crafting, we do printable crafts, we do regular crafts, we just do a lot of fun stuff, and it's a community like no other, a bunch of ladies like-minded, all positive, no negativity. It's just an amazing, if my DC girls are on here, they can attest and tell you, but it's an amazing community. You only have till midnight. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, Jan just became a twofer. You're a DC girl and a Printable Club member. That's what they call the double dippers, Jan. That's what the ladies that are in two things have named themselves, the double dipper. So you are a double dipper now, not your queso. Oh, thank you, Janet and Trula. Thank you guys for being here. All right, let's turn it around. We are starting off in the hearth room. This is what in the South, what they call a sitting area. Some of y'all call it a family room or something, but it's a little area off of our kitchen that's like a little seating area with our table and stuff. It's my favorite little spot to decorate. And then I'll take y'all a little bit into the kitchen and into the living room. So yes, it's amazing community. I agree. All right, we're flipping this around here to the mantle, to the fireplace of the hearth room. I swear sometimes I feel like this looks zoomed out on Facebook Live. Like it looks a little, but it won't. Oh, well, that just zoomed in too much. Okay, there we go. That looks a little more normal. It looked really weird. Thank you guys. There's my DC girls. All right, so we've got our little chairs here. These little pillows came from Kirkland's this year. I love doing little groupings down on the hearth of my fireplace. Whether you have like a raised hearth or even if you don't, even if your, fireplace just goes straight down to the ground, don't overlook the ground, you guys. It's such a fun place to decorate. You know, I love decorating a basket. So this is the pillow cover from, I forgot to tell you all this. This is the pillow cover from September, because that one was so popular and sold out so fast. We did add a handful of extras to the site that's not part of the subscription. It would just be available for like a one-off purchase. So if you comment the word extras, it's going to send you the link for the pumpkin pillow, okay? We can't always do that every month, but we were able to add a handful of extras for this month. But anyways, I am loving, this is the simple swap frame. You can get that on my site as well. Christy is the one that does the frames, but the information's on my site. This was the throw blanket. This was our fall one that sold out in a couple hours. We'll have a Christmas one coming. Well, Thursday night, y'all, the bundle box goes on sale. So if you're not on the wait list for the bundle box, comment bundle. I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of keywords during this live. Hopefully I can remember the ones I need to remember, but if you comment bundle, it will send you that information. Did I make her buy that one came from Kirkland's, I believe, but last year. Yes. And clothes is the keyword for some of my fall clothes that I have bought recently. I think that's the right word for that. Okay. Vases are from Hobby Lobby. Floral stems, Hobby Lobby. These are all pumpkins I've had. Well, these are new this year from Target. These I've all had. Y'all know I'm a pumpkin collector, so I've been collecting them for years. That piece back there is from Hobby Lobby, the green one. That came from like a local vintage, or like an antique store or whatever. This was a DIY craft that we made on the page back a few weeks ago. That's one of my printables. This one is available on my site. If you type shopping, I think it will give you the link to my site, y'all. I don't even know. I wasn't prepared for all this. I didn't think about all these links and stuff. But anyways, we did use some fabric and a mat to create this beautiful frame. And I just absolutely love the way that turned out. I think it just all came together. I'm loving the color combo and just how cohesive it all is. We've got our tray here that we styled. We did this one in the fall workshop. So if you were part of that, then you were a part of the tray styling, but look how cute it looks from all the different sides. Yes, Debbie, if you don't get the bundle box, I will still be selling the Christmas throw separately. Bundle box goes on pre-order this Thursday night. It does include the throw, but if you don't get that, we will have some individual throws available that will go on pre-order next Tuesday night. I'm going to do a whole separate live talking about all this within the next couple days, so there's no confusion. But yes, I enlarged the printable to 11 by 14. My local UPS store is the ones that printed that. There's my pool out there, which it's all filled with leaves and everything else right now because of all the rain. But thank you, Connie. Thank you, Christy. Okay, here's our little couch in here. So we've got, I'm gonna try and zoom it again without zooming it too much. These, oops, that's turned the wrong way, but it's fine. These came from TJ's or Marshall's or something. These were the Pillow Cover Club pillow. If you don't know, I have a pillow cover club where I design and ship pillow covers every month to ladies. And this one was our August pillow, but it goes really good with all of our September and fall stuff. So we do have some extras of these too. If you comment extras, you're going to get the link. This one came from Target a couple years ago. Yes, I have 999 pumpkins. That's about accurate, Angela. You know it. Look at my little pumpkin lamp. I got this at Home Goods a couple years ago, and I love getting it out every fall. There's one of my little printables from the workshop and my cute little frame. So that's what we got going on in here. Let me kind of step back this way a little bit so you can get the view. So now I'm standing in the kitchen. Okay, so right past our little hearth room is our eat-in kitchen table. I did have this all set really pretty for during the fall workshop. I have taken it up because that is not practical to live that way all the time. This is where we eat our meals at night and, whatever. So it's just not practical to always have the table set unless you're, having people over. But I did leave my pretty dough bowl centerpiece on the table. This was one that we decorated together in the fall workshop, which the fall workshop is over. So if you missed that, that part is over. But we were talking today in the DC that they're asking about Christmas dough bowls. And so in November, probably early November in the DC, we're going to do a Christmas dough bowl together. So if you missed out on the fall styling, you could learn about it more in the DC in November, or if you're in the workshop or whatever, we're going to style one together in November in the DC is the plan. So thank you. Table Runners Hobby Lobby, but I've had it a couple years. I'm not honestly positive if they still have that one or not. I don't remember seeing it this year, but that doesn't mean that I didn't. So, okay, did that zoom out thing again. There we go. Okay, so that's the kitchen, or that's the eat-in. Y'all, I can't talk. That's the hearth. We call this whole area the hearth room, okay? I did move just for the purpose of this live because I was like, well, that'd be cute to show because this is kind of the table setting that I had on the table, but I removed it. So I was like, I'll just put some of this on my island because I just think that looks super cute. Again, it's not practical to always have, stuff set like this, but this is just to give you guys ideas and inspiration. So pumpkin in the dough bowl is from Hobby Lobby. Everything inside that dough bowl is Hobby Lobby. So anyways, I just did a little layering situation. This is something else we talked about in the fall workshop. We talk about table settings and stuff a lot inside the DC. A lot of the decorating, like tutorials and things that I do are done inside the DC. So here's my little lazy Susan. Look how stinking cute that looks. We styled that in the fall workshop. I do have a tutorial on how to make these. If you don't know, I used to make and sell these for years and years and years. I was like vendor at different stores, did shows and stuff. So that my Lazy Susan tutorial, if you type tutorial, it will send you the link for all the tutorials on my site. So you can check that out. But doesn't that look cute? It's got the simple swap frame with the printable. I think that was Hobby Lobby. Our little DIY pumpkin arrangement. You love the lighting. Thank you, Rhonda. I don't think I have a keyword set up for the lighting, but all of it came from Wayfair. So, yes, I got those plates. Aren't they so stinking cute? Okay, so let's see. Got a couple other little things just rocking and rolling in the kitchen. Just this cute little tray that I've had for a while from Kirkland's. I thought that looked super cute. Got this little grouping over in this corner, which looks really cute. That's that little DIY cutting board we did on the page back sometime last month. So cute. I see y'all commenting tutorial. Yes, go listen. That Lazy Susan would make a fabulous Christmas gift. Because it is a nice, substantial piece, decor piece. So it'd be a good time to get the tutorial. That way you can learn how to make it and do it. Also, if you are somebody that has a business, make these for your craft shows, your whatever coming up, because listen, they used to sell like hotcakes for me back in the day. They're just beautiful. And I teach like a couple different finishes and stuff in the tutorial too, but it is a good time to scoop that up. Okay. We're going to walk this way. So this is, in our house, we built a house, a little over, oh gosh, I guess it's been July, August. Oh my gosh, we're almost at a year and a half, which is crazy since we moved in. But this is what they call a working pantry. And so it's off of our kitchen, and it's got our pantry right here, which we're not going to go in the pantry, but that's where the food stuff is. And this is like our coffee bar, microwave. We've got like toaster, air fryer, blender, all the things that, use my bananas and my avocados. But we've got, a little grouping here in this corner. If y'all remember, we did decorate this little spot. I feel like I need to turn on some lights. It's kind of, does that help? We decorated this live on the page, but I love my little coffee bar area. This is my favorite spot to come every morning. I've got my pumpkin queen to go cups, my little cute little tiered tray, which we did some tiered tray decorating this weekend or last week in the DC too. And whenever my tips and tricks and all the things, that little grouping. I'm just obsessed with this area. I love the way this came together. I love the mustard yellow. Got this little grouping over here in this corner with one of my few living real plants that somehow we've managed. I think it must like this area and this window, so we're never moving it because it's thriving right there. Thank you. It's technically not a butler's pantry. They call this a working pantry. We have a separate little area that's the butler's pantry. I do not like the name of that. So when we moved in, we voted here on the page and we decided we're going to call mine the party pantry because I'm like, butler, who has a butler? Like, unless it comes with a butler, I'm not going to call it the butler's pantry. So anyways, this is just something different. I think it's our particular builder. It's just something I don't know if they made it up or if other builders use it, but they call it a working pantry. It's supposed to house like all your appliances and things. So anyways, yeah, they failed to provide the butler with my butler's pantry. So I'm not sure what happened there. But anyway, so that's that little area. Now, okay, we'll come back in here. Oh gosh, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, I'm going to give you guys this view. Hold on. Now I'm going to show you guys the living room, which I'm a bad blogger. I'm supposed to be a blogger. I haven't taken pictures to put up on the blog. And at this point, it's almost October. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to show it to them live. Now, the DC has already seen this because we decorated this live together. So one thing I do in the DC are decorating tutorials. Last month in August, we did like a pre-fall and we kind of prepped the living room, started getting rid of our summer stuff, bringing in the, the fall kind of stuff. And then this month, September, we fully decorated it. We styled my bookshelves. We did all the things. So the DC fam has seen it, but none of y'all have. So we're going to go walk into the living room. I kept it really simple, pretty neutral-ish in there. But I love, oh wait, I need to show you this first. I see somebody messed up one of my pillows. It's okay. It's okay. All right, let me show you this little table first. So this is a little console table. Thank you guys. From, where is it from? World Market. I've had it for a few years. And so I love decorating it. So I just do a few simple things to kind of swap it out. Of course, I've got a basket. I got a little pillow from Kirkland's, a little pumpkin. I like to leave a combination of like mixing in fall with my everyday decor. And so, this is like an everyday vase. I just put some stems in there. My lantern that is always out. I got this little acorn on there. Does my mom decorate and show her style? My mom loves to decorate, and that's where I got my love of decorating, but she doesn't like show her stuff like anywhere on the page or anything. Sometimes I'll post pictures from her house and stuff, but she's a fabulous decorator too. Her and I have very different styles, but I appreciate her style. She appreciates mine, and that's what it's all about. We don't all have the exact same style. And then got that little grouping. So I thought that looked super cute. Thanks, Donna. Okay, walking on in here into the living room. Let's start with pillows, because everything starts with pillows. Often my inspiration for an entire room can be sparked by a pillow. Oh, that right there, that's what they consider our butler's pantry, party pantry. But anyways, I literally sometimes will find a pillow and be like, and there's my color scheme. So that's how it happens. So in here, these are, y'all will be so proud of me. Those who know me and know me well know I'm pillow obsessed. I can't stop buying pillows. It's a weakness. But this year, I used all the same pillows I used last year in my living room. I did not buy one new pillow for this living room. So I would like a trophy, please. Thank you. No, the lamp on the table is not cordless. We actually have an outlet underneath the couch. So when we built, we had them, install a floor outlet there. So, but you could do a cordless lamp or whatnot. But anyways, okay, so these are the pillows that I use. These all came from TJ's and Marshall's. Thank you for the trophy, Laura. Thank you, thank you. It may never happen again, but you know what? It happened this time, so we're going to brag about it. Oh, okay, this Zoom thing is driving me nuts. Thank you for the trophies. Anyways, TJ Maxx Marshalls. So I kind of just did like, y'all know I love the sage green, just kind of a neutrally whatever. There's my dog's basket of dog toys, Bailey, our little golden retriever. Little grouping there. Same pillows here. Using more colors in my decorating. Well, that's the thing. Here's what I love. I love to have a neutral. You'll notice my house is very neutral as far as the rugs, the furniture, the window treatments and stuff like that in the living room, hearth room, kitchen, because I love to decorate for all the seasons. So for me personally, I don't want to have, red curtains, because then when it's fall, they may not go, or when it's spring, they may not go. And so I like to have a neutral backdrop and then add in my colors for all the seasons and reasons. So whether that's through pillows, which that's one reason I think I love pillows so much, is they allow me to let my colors shine. But for me, it just depends on the season. In the spring, I bring in a lot of colors. In the summer, in the fall, at Christmas, it's going to be fa la 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 la, reds and greens and all the bright colors. But that neutral backdrop kind of allows me to do that. So, I do love, having things kind of set up that way. You can see like my rug is just super neutral, and we'll go with, any holiday and any whatever. So yes, thank you, Lisa Ann. There's Bailey's little doggy bed. Didn't do a ton over here. I like to have some of my family pictures out. Got this from Target this year. Put some pretty florals in it. Yes, you love a neutral backdrop. Me too. So this came from like a local store. That was from Hobby Lobby a while ago. And here for this mantle, we have a TV over it, obviously. Oh, I should have turned on a pretty cozy fall scene on the TV, but I didn't. I forgot. So I don't do a ton up top, but I just have my vases. I've got some lamb's ear. You can't really see from this angle, but there's some wheat back there, and just some kind of neutral vibes. I did this little basket. That pillow I've had for a few years, I think maybe from Target. Did this little grouping. This pumpkin we painted last year in the DC and did this fun layering technique thing. But anyways, just got my little stuff over there. And then over here, this is the pillow in question. No, it goes like that. I'm kidding. I'm sure either my husband or one of my children did that, but it's fine. It's fine. I've got the built-in, bookshelves here, which are fun to decorate. They can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes because they're quite large. I think maybe this is 7 foot or something. So it has taken me almost a year to feel like I finally kind of have the hang of these. This is one thing I talk about a lot in the DC when you're decorating, whether that's bookshelves, whether it's a tray, a tiered tray. You have to get to know your decor and know your home and know what's going to work for it. And when I first moved in here, I didn't know my home. I didn't know these bookshelves because they were new. And so I would be out shopping. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to get this for my bookshelf. And then I'd come bring it on the shelf. And I'm like, well, that looks so dinky. That doesn't show up. That doesn't whatever. So it's taken me a while to get to know these shelves and know like the size items and things that I need to work for the space. And so now it's much more natural when I'm shopping. I'm like, oh, that would be perfect for there. That would be perfect for this. And so all of this comes with practice and time and all of that. But this is definitely one area that, I am not always like, decorate it, get it right the first try. Like I move things around, I mess up, I get frustrated, all the same things that I'm sure a lot of you guys deal with. But with time and with practice, it gets easier and easier. And I love to be able to share my decorating tips and tricks and crafting to y'all. The DC is not just about decorating. It's pretty much a 50-50 group. We do about half decorating. Maybe it's actually a little more craft heavy than decorating because we usually do at least one decorating thing a month and then we're doing a couple crafting things or 2 to 3. But I mean, it's a good combination of both, but I love to be able to just share my tips and tricks and help you guys as much as I can with that. Cause I know, and y'all tell me if you ever get frustrated when you're decorating, whether it be just for like everyday looks or seasonal or whatever, but I promise with some tips and tricks, it's doable and it's easy and I break it down to make it easy. Thank you guys. Okay, let's look at the bookshelves a little closer before we hop off of here. So we styled this little planter box in the DC. Let me turn on some more lights in here. Like it's kind of a overcast day today. So we did this planter box in the DC, which I think turned out really cute. Thank you, Debbie. She says, I love the DC. I'm so glad. This little grouping here, that came from Home Goods. Had all the rest of that for a while. This little group, so these are what we call vignettes, which is just a fancy word for a grouping of objects. So I created a little vignette here. I've still got some of my family pictures incorporated because I like to kind of mix and match seasonal decor with some of my everyday stuff where I can. And then this up here came from Kirkland's, right? Yeah, Kirkland's. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, thank you. So that's the bookshelf, y'all. Dun, dun, dun. And that's it. That completes the mini home tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hold on, it's doing that zoom out thing again. Goodness gracious. I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing. It just makes it all look kind of distorted and weird. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's fun. It's fun to decorate for all the seasons and just put my own stamp on things and just, make it my own. Because at the end of the day, you got to do what you love in your home. You got to do things that bring you joy and happiness. And, I'm going to say this because listen, I'm sitting down too because I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, I gotta lean down here. I'm super passionate about decorating, about crafting, about creating beautiful spaces in your home. But I'm also very, very, very passionate about my DC group. Because out of all the things that I do on Facebook, or just for my business in general, the DC is the only place where we get this private community, okay? It's held in a private Facebook group. It's a safe space. Nothing you post there can be seen by anybody except the people in the group. And we're truly just like a little family, which is why I call them the DC fam, because in that group, I am able to open up more. I'm able to be a little more vulnerable, share things in that group that I cannot share on a public page of almost 300,000 people now. And it just allows us to get to know each other more. We cry together. We laugh together. I tell stories in there that I wouldn't dare tell on the main page. We pray for each other. I mean, it's just really, really a special, special group. And pretty much everybody that's in there would tell you that. And so if you're looking for a community where you can be yourself, it's a community of like-minded women. It's all women. We did used to have a man in there, but he joined to help his mom because his mom was sick and his mom wanted to make crafts. It was the cutest thing, but he's no longer in there. But anyways, it's a great community of women. If you are looking for a community, you're looking for that connection, you're looking for extra ideas for your home, whether that be for decorating, crafting, or all of the above, please come check it out, okay? You can we have a coupon code where you get $5 off your first month. So that just makes it $14 for the first month. It's $19 every month after that. Y'all, it's worth that and then some. I promise you that. It is way undervalued for everything I give them in there and everything they get. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Yes, thank you guys. Thanks, Janice. Y'all are so sweet. But anyways, you can, get in and see what it's all about. You can cancel at any time if you find that it's not for you. No hard feelings, no questions asked. But the other thing that's really cool about the DC is just all the perks that they get. So there's a lot, like they found out about some stuff today in the DC that I have not shared here, and I won't be sharing here for a while. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up for the holidays, and they get to know about it. I showed them a couple of the printables that are coming out in Printable Club tomorrow, because if those sweet DC girls say twist, twist, which means they're going to twist my arm, they know they're going to get some little secrets out of me. So I gave them a couple of sneak peeks of that. They get early access to all the things that I do. They get discount code to my shop. Like, it's truly the VIP group. And I probably should have just named it VIP group, because that's less of a mouthful than decorating and creating community. But that's why we call it the DC for short. But they get all kinds of things over there. Cindy says, looks like I'm going to be a triple dipper. Cindy, welcome to Triple Dipper Life. Come on over, Cindy. Listen, you'll love it. You'll love it. And I'm going to say this. I've said it a couple times. And I don't even say it to like toot my own horn, although toot, sometimes you gotta, but like, I have 3 different subscriptions. I have the DC that I'm talking about today. I have the Printable Club and the Pillow Cover Club, and they're all amazing. But ask any of my triple dippers, which triple dippers, what they name themselves, if they're in all 3, which one their favorite is. And I bet you at least 90% of them say the DC. And I know this because I put a post on my page simply asking, if you're in more than one of my subscriptions, which one's your favorite? I'm just curious. And it was 90% or more DC, 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 DC. And I'm telling you, it's because of the community and the connection. And that, I feel emotional because that's how much I love this group. But it literally is about the community and the connection that we have in there. And it's something I'm forever grateful for. And I know some of these ladies have made real lifelong friends from this group. They've met in person at my live events, and they now talk daily. They travel together. There's just so many cool things that have come out of this little community that started as a dream a little over 5 years ago when I started the DC, that I thought, nobody's going to do this. No one's going to join this group with me. But guess what? They have over the years, and it has just evolved and developed, and it's amazing. So I say that to say, if you're in the Printable Club or you're in the Pillow Cover Club already and you enjoy those, you're really going to enjoy the DC. Okay. I just feel really confident saying that. Thank you, Leah. My shirt. Yes, it's from Amazon. I think if you type clothes, it's going to send you the link to some of my fall clothes that I've linked up. Julie says, DC is the best. Thank you. Toot toot. Lisa says, thank you. Thank you, Debbie. DC for sure. Yes. If y'all are on here and you're either a double dipper or a triple dipper, tell me right now what's your favorite. And if it's not DC and it's Printable Club or it's Pillow Cover, that's okay too. Those are fabulous, fabulous groups. But when I did that post on my page, it was definitely like a resounding whatever. So Janice says lifelong friends for sure. Kathy loves all three, but the DC is your favorite. Oh, that makes me so happy. You guys are so awesome. Do y'all have any questions before I hop off of here? Thank you guys for joining me and for doing the little home tour and just chatting. I always love just hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna be you're not done seeing me this week though. I will be live. I don't know when. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll only be live in the DC, but I'll probably pop on the page here Wednesday or Thursday before, bundle boxes go on pre-order Thursday night. So, and then I need to craft this week, y'all. I got things to do. I got things I want to do with y'all. Printables come out tomorrow in the Printable Club, so that's exciting. DC hands down, and you're a triple dipper. Thank you, Lisa Ann. Julie says her favorite is the DC. How to join DC. Marla, the link should be pinned right here in this video. If you don't see that, if you comment DC fam, capital D, capital C, FAM, all one word, all caps, it should send you a message. And in that message, it'll also give you the coupon code for $5 off your first month. So awesome. Thank you guys. I know Janice says, go take a rest. You've been busy. Janice, you know I don't rest. If I took a nap, if I rested, I would be up all night. And I have more work to do, and I have a Zoom this afternoon, but I am having dinner with my sister tonight, so I'm excited for that. So that'll be not resting, but that'll be like a nice little break and a little whatever. I'm excited to catch up with her. So when am I going to go live cooking again? Leah, what do y'all want me to make next? Oh boy, it has been a hot minute since I've done that. I need to think on that. We'll definitely do a fall. Last year I went live before Thanksgiving, so we'll do something this fall for sure. But y'all don't want to see me in the kitchen too often, promise. I know, Julie, right? Sheila says my favorite is the DC Triple Dipper. Thank you. DC Fam, Maggie. Make sure you put a M on the end. DC FAM. Janice is a Triple Dipper and says DC is her fave. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yes, I can't wait. Thank y'all. Recipes and cooking. Listen, Ginger, I'm not a good cook and I'm not a good recipe girl and I'm not good at any of that. So if you're here because you think you're going to get a lot of recipes and cooking tips from me, you have been mistaken. You are mistaken. Nobody wants my cooking. Nobody wants my cooking. You should get your mom in the kitchen with me. Listen, she's a better cook than I am, but I don't think my mom loves to cook either. I'm going to ask her sometime, but I don't think she loves it. I think she always did it out of like necessity, kind of like me, like you got to feed your family, but that missed us, that little gene. I think it just kind of missed us. So thank you guys. DC fam. Yes, DC FAM will get you the M as in Matt. DC fam, like family. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. I know the corn casserole was good. We may have to do that one again for sure. Love that corn pudding for sure. You don't mind it, but it needs to be quick. Yeah, I mean, if it's not tacos or spaghetti or chili or I think those are the three dishes that I can. Oh, my little spaghetti casserole. Did I make that one live with you guys? I think I might have. I don't know, but I have like 4 or 5 things that I can cook on the regular. So, or Home Chef, where you got to do is like pop it into the oven. But anyways, all right, friends, I'm going to hop off of here. Y'all have a great day. You have till midnight tonight to sign up for the DC. The doors do close at midnight tonight. So this is the last chance, September 30th. If you're watching this on the replay in October sometime, you're too late. But I hope you enjoyed the home tour and everything anyways. But y'all have a great day and we'll chat soon. Bye, y'all.